The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. Thank y'all for getting our day off to such a hilarious start. Love and appreciate y'all so much, but you also get us off to a conscious start. You're keeping us aware of what's happening in the world. Thank you so much. Listen, today's song is I Do Worship by the great John P.T. I do worship. Worship, the word itself means that you ascribe worth to one who is worthy. And of course, God is worthy of worship. Worship has to do with, here it is, ascribing worth, how much you value God because of who God is, not just what God has done, because of course what God does is an outgrowth of who God is. But when you worship God for who God is, it's like you were saying the most important thing is the relationship itself, because a lot of times we focus on the rewards of knowing God instead of focusing on relating to God. And today's song lets us know it's about the relationship. It's about worshiping who God is. So I worship who God is. God is creator and sustainer of life. As a matter of fact, all that is, God created. When I behold the wonder and the beauty of nature, the massiveness of the universe, and yet the very specific ways that God, watch this, connects dots so that everything allows us to experience life and life more abundantly. I worship God because God is some kind of creator. The Bible puts it like this about us. We are fearfully and wonderfully made by our creator. And so I worship God, creator. I worship God who is sovereign, meaning God is in control. God is the boss of the cosmos. God is the one who is running things. And so whatever else you do, when you worship God, you worship the one who creates. You worship the one who is running things in control, but finally you worship the one who loves you. God is love. I like that right there. God is love. And if you worship God as the lover of your soul, the lover of humanity, then in a real sense, that worship of who God is ought to inform what we do. Listen, since God is creator of all there is, I've got to be a good steward of creation and a steward of my body. If God is sovereign, that means when my life is spinning out of control, I trust that God is in control. And then finally, since God loves me, I cannot hate on me. And since God loves, that means why would I poison life by hating on you? Because God is love. I do worship God for who God is.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
Entertainment.
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 12 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, June 17th. Here's what's going on in the news. Trump cut his G7 trip to Canada short, blaming rising tensions in the Middle East before leaving. Trump and the new UK Prime Minister showed off a freshly signed U.S.-UK trade deal, calling it fair. However, they did not share any details. Trump also said Russia should be back in the G7.
The G7 used to be the G8. Barack Obama and a person named Trudeau didn't want to have Russia in, and I would say that was a mistake because I think you wouldn't have a war right now if you had Russia in.
Trump also said that Iran wants to de-escalate tensions in the region, but on Truth Social, he told folks to immediately evacuate Tehran, and Israel issued a similar alert. A former In-N-Out employee is suing the burger chain. He says he was fired over his hairstyle. Elijah Obing, who worked at the Compton location, says the company discriminated against him because he's black. In-N-Out Burgers requires workers to tuck their hair under a hat. So when his hair grew longer, he braided it so it could fit under a hat. But then things got weird. He says managers told him to shave his sideburns too. He refused and he was sent home. Then he was fired. He's now suing for at least $3.2 million, claiming bias and humiliation. Check your soda stash, y'all. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar is being recalled after cans were mislabeled. Over 19,000 cases of 12 and 24 packs are affected. They were shipped to stores in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, and they're not actually sugar-free. So if you're watching your sugar or you have health concerns like diabetes, double-check those cans. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
You can get hot. Williams has been hot all night, falling away. Got it. 40 points for Jalen Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sports genius is losing his voice.
Hollering.
What in the world?
Hollering at them children.
We got to come up with, we got to put some Barry White music on or some doggone it, man.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Rick. That's all I got right here, dog.
No, we good.
Why you laughing, Brat?
Because I've had my share of lovers. Some of them were damn good. Barry White, let's go.
Let's go, baby. Shea Gilgeous Alexander and Jalen Williams combined for 71 points last night for Oklahoma City. Jalen had 40 points. Come on with it, baby. Show your ride. Yes,
I don't know how Indiana going to do that, man, because they kept driving the ball. Had 5 turnovers before the second half. They kept driving the ball into a crowd. It's like their plays are not working.
Let me tell you
Do they
something,
get
dog.
nervous?
Let me tell you something. What did I say? What did I say at the beginning? Who's going to win this in Game 6?
Yeah.
Oklahoma City's going to put this away. Look, Panther star Tyrese Halliburton, he suffered a calf injury. He only had 4 points last night, but it's over. OKC's going to shut this thing down. They're going to win in 6 games. It is what it is. Your Thunder is going to be the NBA champions after Game 6. There you go, man. I'm going to go get me some throat coat tea.
Hey, what did they play tonight? Tomorrow night.
No, they play back. They're back in Indiana.
Okay.
They gonna close it out. They still gonna close it out in Indiana. Yes, sir.
I'm finna see.
So let me get my throat coat tea together. So briggity tat.
Yeah, Barry White in the back. When we man.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. Coming up next in the hot spot, it was a special Father's Day for Ricky Bell, a new edition, and I got the deets up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-352-9239. 800-352-9239.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the B-R-A-T.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, after 2 decades of marriage, y'all, New Edition's Ricky Bell and his wife, Amy, announced on Father's Day that they have just had their first child. So congratulations goes out to them. They had a baby girl named Mercy. Ricky Bell is 57 years old and his wife is 43. And together they announced the news on IG with a black and white pic of the newborn's tiny little feet resting in his hands. So congratulations again to Mr. and Mrs. Ricky Bell. All right, y'all, moving on. The beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar is not quite done just yet. Last week on the Grand National Tour, Kendrick had the first 2 back-to-back shows in Toronto. Of course, that's Drake's hometown. And it did not disappoint the drama in that department. He performed his Not Like Us diss track, and the crowd rapped along and even asked for an encore with footage surfacing of the audience screaming, "One more time, one more time." And Drake was not too happy with quite a few people, especially a Canadian politician whose name is Jagmeet.
His name was what?
Jagmeet. Jagmeet. But Drake was mad at this Canadian politician over his decision to attend the concert in Toronto. He was pictured at Kendrick's concert, and in response, Drake DM'd Jagmeet on Instagram calling him a goof, and then posted the message on his Instagram stories. The politician apologized, saying, "I went for SZA, not Kendrick. I was born in this city. I love this city, but real talk, I get it. I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake have lifted up this city. For me, it will always be Drake over Kendrick." So Kendrick also beefed up his security while he was in Toronto with around 25 police escorts and a line of cops outside the venue. I mean, I think that was the smart thing to do, because they ain't no telling, they love Drake in Canada.
Yeah.
But, I'm surprised they went crazy over the song like that, because,
Now, do Drake perform in California?
I'm sure he does. He
Do we have to have security like that? People are not mad at Drake, but Canadians are mad at Kendrick.
I don't feel like they mad at Drake, and it don't seem like the Canadians are mad at Kendrick. It seems like Drake is mad at the Canadians for going to the concert. Yep, and
it was packed.
And they were saying encore, and doing one more time. They wanted to keep hearing "Not Like Us."
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so the senator apologized for the politician. He
But
apologized.
Drake's still winning big worldwide, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. I just want him to leave us alone, because he just do your thing.
Drake's still winning, man.
Gotta clap back.
So deep.
Just do your thing. No, don't clap back. Just leave it alone. Because he was suing a record company or something about something, and then he mad at the Canadian politician. Like, just do your thing.
People finally really stopped talking about it so much.
Right.
So, I think Drake need to just keep winning, man.
So don't bring that thing back up. Just keep doing your thing. Drake make hits. That's enough room for everybody to do their thing, because Kendrick and SZA ain't going to stop touring.
Right.
Or change their tour dates. They get into the bag, so they not going to do that. So,
We waiting on Ray J to come out with something.
Wait a minute.
If I had one
Who is
wish.
we?
Yeah.
If I had one wish.
Who is we?
It's coming. Going to take over the whole summer. Do that one hit for the summer.
Okay.
Had a summer song came yet? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's called Have You To Myself, your girl Brat Tat
yeah, for sure.
featuring Jessica Betts. It's called Have You To Myself. Check it out on my YouTube channel and
That's
the
how you
Brat
slide
TV.
that in there.
That's right. All right, y'all, for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. You can catch me on all my social media. And don't forget, if you ain't been to Hulu, who knew that Rickey Smiley's Foolish was on Hulu? Hit us up for them wake-up calls, y'all, at 866-9-RICKEY. Up next, what we got?
Oh, no. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show. we got into a whole argument in here, Alfredos. We got into a whole argument in here about the Breanna, because everybody talking about the Hulu special. Me and Brat and Special K was having a debate about Breanna. Everybody know the joke about black mamas don't like when they don't handle the LGBT community situations like the white moms. The white moms, they have a party. They celebrate. The white moms, they celebrate.
We celebrate. Like, we're excited about it. Like,
Oh my God.
Becky just came out, guys. It's like a big group text in the neighborhood. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Lauren's part of the
So
community.
happy for her.
Yeah. She's so brave.
She said, "What, Kay?"
She's so brave. We love her. And we love her girlfriend. She's so amazing.
And the black mama, they attitude before she could come out.
Yes.
Black mama then whispered to everybody that came over there.
Come on now.
Where Breanna? She backed out. like she an animal.
All you said was, where is she?
Right.
Yeah,
And she done told it all.
Been wanting to tell you.
Been wanting to say something.
Calling herself.
So we're trying to figure out, how do you spell Breanna?
Yeah.
So I want to get me a Breanna shirt that says "I am Breanna" real big on the front, and get Foolish and Rickey Smiley and Hulu on the back of the hoodie, right?
I love it.
But I'm trying to figure out how you spell Breanna.
Like, what's the more black?
Well, Beyonce said dedicated Breanna.
Well, my cousin would be Breanna, Brianna.
Yes.
Right, that's the pretty.
white.
So
my cousin
hold
Breanna.
on. So let's name some areas. So that Breanna that's the bougie Breanna, right?
That would be Buckhead
like
Breanna, Marietta Breanna.
And that would be Fort Lauderdale versus Lauderhill.
Right.
In Dallas, that would be Frisco and Plano
versus South Dallas.
Right.
That's Breanna Witherspoon.
Yes.
Right. And what part of Chicago that Breanna would be?
Which one?
The Breanna that Beyonce talking about.
Oh man, she'd probably be on the north side.
On the north side of Chicago. Okay.
Breanna Jackson.
Right.
In other words, Breanna Witherspoon, but Breanna Jackson.
Right. Now, how do you spell spell the second Breanna, the hood Breanna?
The black Breanna would be Breonna. Breanna.
With a
Breanna.
O? Okay.
It would be Breanna.
And that's Bankhead or Decatur or Riverdale.
That's the west side of Chicago. That's west side.
That's
hood.
We definitely know it's Oak Cliff. It's South Dallas.
That's Family Dollar in Dollar Houston.
That's Ratchet.
That would be
Fifth Ward.
Fifth Ward. Yeah.
The what?
Fifth Ward.
Not over there by Galleria.
No.
Houston, not that part of Houston.
Right,
not downtown Houston.
The Breanna with the I would be over there. Like, the Galleria of Houston.
Yeah. North Houston.
Like, hi, I'm Brianna.
Right.
I love when people think that I'm stupid, because tell me why I'm at the mechanic shop and he talking about I need a Cadillac converter, but I drive a Jeep. Make it make sense. Think I'm stupid. Ladies, when y'all going down to the mechanic shop, take somebody with y'all. Your brother, your uncle, your daddy, your boyfriend, somebody. Stop going to these mechanic shops by yourselves, because they know we don't know anything about cars. So they trying to give us any type of services services we don't even need. Outrageous prices. Because I don't understand. Make it make sense. A Cadillac converter. I don't even have a Cadillac. A Jeep converter, maybe. They think we stupid, ladies.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley in the morning show. It is about that time for the damn tea party. But hey, look, Gary with the tea is out today. So we're going to be doing the tea party. Brat, are you ready?
Yes.
Alfreda's, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. So Gary's out today, so you know it's time for a tea party. And Alfreda's, let us know what's going on with the Diddy trial.
Well, Ricky, on day 24 of Diddy's criminal trial, prosecutors finally pressed play, actually, like literally, rolling out actual video from the alleged freak-offs as they near the end of their case. Oh, yes. But first, jury drama. A black and Hispanic juror got dismissed over questions about whether he actually lives in the Bronx. So he was replaced by a white alternate. And Diddy's lawyers were not here for that. They called it a thinly veiled effort to push out a juror of color and warned it could unfairly hurt Diddy's case. Now, the judge said the removal was strictly about credibility, not race. As for the trial itself, until now, the jury had only seen photos. Prosecutors waited till the end to roll those tapes. 3 videos played with jurors given headphones. Nobody else, including attorneys, could see the screen. However, the moaning and other sounds from the footage leaked into the courtroom. Yes, girl. Jurors also saw text between Diddy and Cassie, including one where they were setting up freak-offs as a belated Christmas back in January 2013. The prosecution is expected to rest their case in the coming days.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
And that was sticking a jury's head.
Yeah.
But what was the point of
showing
playing the actual? Because when you're looking at the criminal aspect of what he's charged with, what was the point of playing the actual video of them actually doing stuff?
Because
that ain't what the crime
trying
is
to
about,
prove
though.
that Cassie was not
complacent in
coerced.
it. Yeah, she wanted to do it.
She wanted to do it, and
absolutely.
they've shown that and proven that
So the
several
defense
times.
played that and not the prosecutor?
No, the prosecution played it.
No, the prosecution played
Yeah,
that.
the prosecution
So they trying to show something that Diddy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prosecution rolled the tape.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
It just seemed a little gratuitous.
To me. Well, I'm sure they have a reason for everything that they do. So I'm sure it's calculated.
Yeah. All right, Brat, what's going on with Tyrese Beckford?
Well, Ricky, Tyson Beckford is shutting
Tyson,
down.
my bad.
Yeah, him and Tyrese kind of got the similar names. Tyson Beckford is shutting down some long-standing rumors against him. In a recent interview, he addressed claims that he's married, that he only dates white women, and responded to speculation about his sexuality. Here's what he said.
Anything you want to nip in the bud about what they've been saying about you?
Yeah, one is I'm not married to some woman named Bernice. I don't know where the internet got that. I mean, people stop me all the time. How's Bernice? I'm like, who the hell is Bernice? And then also the I only date white women rumors. I mean, God, come on, stop that one. And the gay rumors, of course, I'm not gay. So, that's another thing. He's just constantly people saying this and that about people. And it's just like, why?
Yeah, people messy. They love to start lies.
Absolutely.
They love to start, well, if you say you ain't good, that means you must be really good.
Right.
Or you can be, these black women, you be married. That don't mean nothing.
Right.
Or if you date too many different women, they say he only doing that to cover up the fact that he gay. Like, damn, you can't win.
Everything leads
I
to
get
you
so
gay.
much cat that I'm gay.
You got married with kids, and that make it, he must really, he married and got kids. He must really be trying to cover up that he's gay.
I can say, you know what?
Say that because he just don't want you.
Oh,
right.
Well,
that's what it is.
Okay. People also say that he's stuck up, but he said he's not that either.
Yeah. They say they talk. That's all they do is talk. They talk about bad about everybody.
Back, if you don't take a picture, if you don't do what they want you to do.
What people don't understand, when you walk in a room, you are not running for mayor. Right. You don't have to go around and speak to everybody to assume that everybody know who you are. Everybody might not know who you are. So when you go in a room, you quiet and reserved. You ain't speaking. What do you mean I'm not speaking?
But I tell you what, if I look like him, I would be stuck up. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, he is handsome. He was a
feeling
model.
myself.
He was a model.
Hell with that.
Yeah,
it'd be a whole different
walking
energy.
around with a mirror.
When you realize that they are not interested in you or whatever, then you start calculating all that stuff up in your head. Yeah. All right, Frida's, what you got quick for free?
Yes, here's your quick for free story, Ricky. R&B songstress A. Marie, who we just saw looking crazy amazing at the BET Awards, just announced that she and her husband, Lenny Nicholson, are going through a divorce. Now, the couple's been married for 12 years, but A. Marie says they've been separated for 2 of those years. Together, they have a 7-year-old son named River. A. Marie also just kicked off Black Music Month with a tiny desk performance, making her highly anticipated musical return 20 years after her sophomore album. I wonder if that is a reason for their breakup. Like, she's coming back, she's trying to do her thing. Like, I don't know. Well, they've been separated for 2 years, so maybe not.
It'd be something with them fitted. It start with them fitted sheets.
Wait, what?
Fitted sheets, not staying on the bed, and the bed ain't being made up right. And it start with not brushing your teeth, not stopping by the toothbrush. And
Come on,
it start out with all kinds of stuff. Garbage can getting full.
That part now.
Not taking the
It is
garbage
bad when
out.
they fill it all the way up to the top and let it start sticking up to where the top won't even close.
Won't even close.
Close the damn
Well,
bag.
take it out.
Take the
Y'all
damn,
take it out. That's
damn
your
garbage
job.
out. That's how you damn right. That's
I
our
done had
job.
that left 3 times because of that this year.
No, man.
It's your job,
But if
Kay.
you got a son, then it's his job to take
It
the
is
garbage
his
out.
job. You're right about that.
Damn right.
Yeah, right
It'd
about
be the
that.
little stuff around the house. Can you be the perfect roommate? That be the question. That's where it starts.
Yes, it's true.
It'd be little stuff.
Yeah,
It'd be cheating to be that damn trash can in the kitchen.
Yes, or your underwear on the floor. You're
Why
so
you confused?
close.
What is y'all talking about?
We're talking about how the divorce came about, where it started.
It started with the trash.
The little sparks.
They've been married for 12 years,
Yeah,
y'all.
it'd be them little
That's
sparks, though.
it. Yeah.
Got hair on the soap in the bathroom.
Sometimes they can get worse slowly, and sometimes they can get worse quickly. They probably got worse slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't start peeing in the bed. Start with a drop.
Wait a minute,
Then
Ricky.
you start
Wait a
just
minute.
all the way peeing in the
You
bed.
stop that. Now, wait a minute, Ricky.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Alfredus, for holding it down for the Tea Party. Hit us up for those wake-up calls. What's the number, Brett?
It's 866-9-RICKY. And for Gary not being here, it's 1-866-9-RICKY. Hit us up now on the Ricky Smiley Morning.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Get them at 866-9-RICKEY. Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. Woke you up this morning. Slid you in your house shoes. Go and be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey. Each other and be productive. Come on. The Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on, tell us and just wake up.
Good morning. My name is Risha, and I just want to give a birthday shout out to my mom, Barbara, and I want to wake up the whole city. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Vicky. I'm calling from DeLand. I would like to wake up my entire Lawson and McKeever family and my family in ATL. Get up, get up, get up, wake up, and let's go.
Hey, good morning, man. This is your man, Curtis. I'm calling to check in from Charleston, South Carolina, and I would love to give a special shout-out to my wife and me on our anniversary. We're celebrating 8 years of marriage, and I just want to let her know I love you, and I pray that God will continue to bless us with many, many more years to come. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Richmond, wake up. Wake up. Little Rock, wake up. Little Rock. Tulsa, wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. In Toledo, wake up. Des Moines, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You're welcome, Ricky.
Beyonce, what you got coming up next?
Before you go to the club this weekend, I have some details that might be able to save you or someone you love's life. Keep it locked. Techie Tuesday coming up next. It's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
It's Techie Tuesday. What up, Beyonce? Aloysius.
What up? Good morning. Is it a slow down summer? That's what a lot of people are asking. So, we have all talked about Ricky, Brat, everybody. If you have an iPhone, it seems like every summer your phone starts to slow down. Now, if you remember, Apple did have that lawsuit at one time because they said that, yes, they did because they were doing upgrades to their new operating system. Well, there is now a new operating system. So get ready. People are asking, is it another slow down summer? Now, some of you people should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, a lot of this really affects iPhone 11s and, beyond that to like the 10s and 9s all the way down. But, sometimes it's just time to go ahead and get that upgrade. But we'll see. The iOS 26 is coming out later this fall, but right now they are in beta. So some of your apps and stuff, once you do the upgrade this fall, may or may not work. So that's why they always start pushing the new brands. Now, if you're like me, I have been waiting on getting some new AirPods, and you can't do it. The WWC went down, which is the Worldwide Developers Conference, and you know what? There's a lot of things coming out, but the AirPod Pro 3s are not one of them. So if you have been waiting on those, you're going to have to wait till 2026. Now, they are going to release some AirPod 4s, which is going to be really cool. So if you're an artist like yourself, they're really trying to push studio quality headphones. Also, better noise cancellation. So very cool stuff. So those are coming out this fall. We got a lot more updates, and I'll be posting those on Instagram at Beyonce ATL. Now, last night when I woke up this morning, I was in the middle of a crazy dream, and I sat on the edge of the bed and I was trying to remember it. Well, scientists now have developed a way using fMRI to record your dreams.
No way.
Yes. And so now you can actually go back and play your dream. Yes.
No.
It is so crazy. It's very Matrix-like, so very, very weird and very cool at the same time, because sometimes you just don't want to know what you dream about. But
that means somebody can read your mind or something. I don't like that.
I want to know what this. I really want to know what this fMRI. It's a new type of MRI. It's called fMRI. Very cool stuff. We're gonna have to talk more in depth because it gets very on a scientific
level. I dreamed
level.
that all them people from my 600-pound life was waiting for me at my car when I got off the air.
What was they gonna do to you?
And so when I got close, I started backing up, and they started walking toward me, and I started running. And I was running real fast, and they was taking long glides, and they was keeping up with me.
No, they wasn't keeping up.
No, they was keeping up with me. And right when they got up on me or whatever, I woke up.
Yeah.
But imagine being able to watch that back.
You don't want to see that? That's a nightmare.
I'm saying you can make movies, all types of stuff, like all the crazy things. Anyway, I'm for it.
And them things on their legs, it was flapping. You can hear them.
They smell chicken and
I don't remember smelling nothing. It was just.
You can smell all them Totino's pieces.
Laying down frying that chicken.
Well, and last but not least, if you're going to go to the club, you're going to have a Juneteenth celebration, you're going to be out with your friends, there has been an uptick in roofies and people getting drugged in the club. So ladies, make sure you always put your napkin over your club. But if you're ever skeptical about your drink, someone you love's drink, there's a new stick that scientists have created called Spikeless. It came out a couple months ago, and all it takes is 30 seconds in your drink, and it can tell if your drink has been spiked with ketamine, GHB, Molly's. It'll change colors. It looks like just like a regular neon type of stick that you would put in your club. But again, it's called Spikeless, and you just put it in your drink, you stir it up, and it can tell if there's any kind of drug or any kind of thing that could put you out. So very cool, especially if you're going out, you're hanging out at these festivals this summer. So again, that's called Spikeless.
Spiking people drink?
Yes.
This generation is sick.
I've seen it. It's horrible.
You seen somebody do it?
I ain't seen somebody do it, but not last time I went to a club, but a few years ago, I was on the dance floor and this guy was dancing with this girl, but her face looked like she was in horror, and she was in and out of whatever drug she was on, and she was almost screaming for help. I think I saw it on social media.
Yeah,
it happened to one of our board ops that used to work here.
The guy was dancing with her, and he was just all over, but her face looked like "help me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went to go get somebody, and I had to leave because it was traumatizing. Like,
it happened so fast.
Yeah.
And there was one of our radio personalities. She literally turned away for half a second, and somebody slipped something in her drink, and maybe 20 minutes later, she said she felt like she was just out of body. She didn't know what was going on. Yeah. So again, ladies, protect yourself. Make sure you keep these in your purse.
Drink
it's called Spikeless.
at home. Don't drink.
And drink
nothing.
at home. Yeah,
But if
or
you're
water
another-
bottles. Something with a bottle, a top on it you can screw on so that way you can carry it around with you. But again, for these stories and more, you can hit me up at Beyonce ATL, BEYONCE ATL.
All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Chicken and waffle mix going down with John Lyon on the ones and two. Hey, man, shout out to everybody in Richmond, Virginia, man. I'll see y'all tonight at the Funny Bone in Richmond, man. I'm so excited about that. That's tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. Sold out. I might add a show, probably Thursday night or something. I don't know. I'll probably do a second show. If I can go and get me a later show. I don't care. We gonna see.
Yo, you just released a special and you doing new shows that you ain't playing no games at all.
Hey, no games. Y'all talking about Rickey Smiley. Let me show you. Hey, everybody out there, all you gotta do is show them. You ain't gotta clap back. Just show them. Show them your talent. Show them you can play that damn piano, the damn trumpet. Show them that you could be the best that you could be. I could do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Man, John, we appreciate you. I know you're excited about Birthday Bash.
Man, yo, Birthday Bash, June 21st, State Farm Arena. We're about to make a movie, yo. Trust that.
Yes, sir. So, hey, man, thank you for everything you share on your social media. And, John, let everybody know how they can follow you for real.
Yeah, man, on the gram at JAH Lions. So.
Yeah, and he'll send you a mix.
You already know SoundCloud lit.
Come on. Black Tony, where you at?
Cuz, you're not going to believe this. I had a miracle happen last night.
Oh, my God.
Is a
miracle going to help you come to work?
Listen, I had a miracle happen last night. Guess what? But I got shot real bad. I tried to, I was going to plug on the iron my outfit to wear to work this morning, right? And I plugged it over.
I'm in too deep. I done killed a little brother. And I
the car got a shot in it. And I got shot real bad, but guess what happened, though?
Oh, you got shocked, not shot.
I got shot. Yo, I got shot real bad, but guess what, son?
What?
It made me real smart.
Oh.
It did something in my brain, son. I'm real smart, right? I was real smart ever since last night, but I started talking real smart.
Are you sure?
Alfredus, let me ask you this. Do you know what an excuse is? An excuse try to deflect blame and avoid taking responsibility. Come across as an attempt to avoid consequences. However, in certain circumstances, the excuse is quantifiable and validated by the nature of the aforementioned circumstances. It's inherent and unavoidable.
Oh, my God.
Do you understand the concept of true freedom, Rick? Do you understand the concept of true freedom? Not being enslaved to the standardized Eurocentric approach to the concept of a traditional work week that don't leave space or flexibility for alternative, less traditional belief systems. And Rod T, do you understand that laziness is not laziness? Laziness is a temporal motivation theory. That theory that suggests that people are more likely to procrastinate on tasks that's difficult, unpleasant, or not rewarding to the distant future. And you tend to devalue rewards that are in the distant future in favor of immediate gratification. And while this typical freedom refers to the absence of external constraints, personal sovereignty goes further in that it emphasizes the importance of self-mastery and responsibility. So I'm just saying all that. Now, do you understand the concept of all that? What I just explained to you, sir?
Break it down.
Can y'all cash up me $90?
What?
What? For what?
Yeah, cause when I got shot, the power went off in the house, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay smart. Can y'all please just cash up me $90 so I can get a power cut back on?
Are you serious?
Oh, my God.
Oh. That's on.
Do you understand, Shawty? Do you understand where I'm coming from? No.
No.
Now, son. I'm real smart right now. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay smart. I called Dr. Carr. He said it's a theory that happens when some people have an external shock or maybe a blow to the head or something like that. It can make you get out of your normal situation and bring you to a different level of consciousness. But he told me to come by the office and he gonna look at me and check my brain out because I feel like I'm slipping back into not being so smart slowly.
Right. Well, are you coming to work?
Yep.
Make sure can't nobody hear me. No, I cannot text you. I got to tell you. Girl. You ready? No, are you ready? Girl, what about tell me why? Oh my God, girl. Girl, where you at? Ooh, you not even gonna believe this. You got me on Bluetooth? Who all in the car with you? You around your kids? Where your boyfriend at? Girl. Oh, I got some tea. I mean, tea. I don't know where you at or what you doing, but you're going to have to stop and listen to me. You just let me know when you're ready. Oh, I know you don't know about this, because if you knew about this, you would have called me and told me about this, and we would have been screaming together, but I know you don't know about this. Are you busy? Can you talk? Hey, how you doing? You got me on speakerphone? If you got me on speakerphone, take me off. Yes. No, but can you talk? Right. Girl! No, they need to get out of the room now so I can tell you.
Almost cussed. All right, y'all. Oh, shucks now. All right, y'all. Gary is out today, but there's a lot of hot tea to pour, so we're going to have a tea party in our Brat. What is going on with K. Michelle?
Oh, man, in Gary fashion, let me get into it. She recently sat down with Cam Newton on his podcast, Funky Friday, and as usual, she didn't hold back. K. Michelle called him out for his role in Broken Homes and asked him explicitly if his goal with his current pregnant girlfriend, Jasmine Brown, was to stop the cycle of brokenness. He answered saying, every situation that I've ever been in, I thought this was the last one. Do I plan on moving on after her? No. The plan has always been, even with the first, the second, the third, nobody goes into a situation saying they want things to end. Then the conversation turned into beefs and music, and K. Michelle kept it real about her long-standing feud with Tamar Braxton. This is what she said.
Hate the bitch. The Muppet. I got into this game and I came in on a show called Love and Hip Hop. I talked about my abuse and I didn't say anybody's name. There was this Muppet in the corner yapping. And even till this day, when Beyonce sent me flowers and everything, she subliminally, but not subliminal, talked about me and everything. All because you ain't got no edges. All because your sister really the star. All because of the man that you love tried to talk to me before you, in the middle of you, and after you. All because I'm from the country, but you are the bumpkin.
Man.
Wow,
and Brat, you friends with everybody, so yeah, you got to distance yourself.
I do
My
not.
goodness. That was a lot.
Oh, my God. That wasn't nice at all. I really hate this because I love Tamar, I love K. Michelle, so I hate these stories. I hate having to talk about this stuff sometimes because I don't, I just hope they fix it. Like, whatever it is, I hope they can sit down and talk and just, because Tamar going to have something to say after this sooner or later, or maybe she might not, but the back and forth just makes my nerves bad. Yeah. But if somebody been saying something about somebody else and then somebody saying they need to defend themselves, like, I don't know. And if it was subliminal, are you sure she was talking about you? And maybe you are. So I don't know. I just love both of them and I hope this gets fixed. Yeah. But for Cam Newton's part, he did try to hold K. Michelle accountable for keeping it positive with a fellow black woman. But some beefs, I guess, are just forever. But I do, again, hope that they can squash this.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. But all right, let's move on. Alfreda's, now you got some stuff with Simon.
Yeah, his detainment. All right, so we all know about
I thought it was about Simon from American Idol.
No, not that one.
They got him too?
Simon Gabadia, yeah. We all know about the messy split brewing between him and Portia Williams, so we know about that. But now he's stepping into the spotlight for a whole other reason, his run-in with ICE. Now, after flying back from overseas in February, Simon says he was met at the gate by 7 ICE agents who immediately seized his laptop and 2 phones. One was linked to his Dubai business and the other was tied to his U.S. ventures, and he calls it kind of his mobile office. He says he handed over the passcodes without any issues. Then out of nowhere, he was cuffed and detained. But here's the thing. Simon says his immigration records have been on file for decades here. He first came to the U.S. back in 82, got deported in 92 after visa issues and legal trouble, but somehow he re-entered and secured permanent residency, right? Fast forward to 2025, and he winds up spending 4 months locked up at Georgia's Stewart Detention Center before being deported to Nigeria, where he is now handling their divorce via Zoom. Now, Simon told Us Weekly that he believes the timing of all this was just a little too convenient. His detention went down right as the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta dropped. He even floated the idea that it might have been retaliation from powers behind Portia. But here's the thing. Portia did reportedly step up behind the scenes, covering his child support and house bills while he was locked up. So now he's calling for a sit-down with President Trump to talk about what really happened. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. This we need to say this for Gary, child.
I know.
This is just,
I know. Like, I don't.
Oh, this is just too much for me. My nerves. All right. I got your quick for free story. Cardi B has officially introduced her newborn daughter, Blossom, sharing the first clear photos of the 8-month-old via Instagram. The post features sweet poolside moments with her daughters, Culture, now 6, Wave, 3, and baby Blossom, all decked out in stylish outfits with Louis Vuitton, as Gary would say, accessories that cost an estimated $15,000. Cardi captioned the carousel of photos saying, "It is you, Miss Blossom Bells. It is you." Cute. Isn't that cute?
I love it.
Happy for that. And she's still dating, what's his name? They play football, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, Diggs.
I hadn't heard nothing yet.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Cardi
still
B.
good. Yes.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, appreciate y'all both. Thank y'all for holding down the tea party this morning. Y'all give it up for Brat and Alfreda.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Bobby.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Keith Sweat went viral, and many people are accusing him of unfairly stereotyping women. Brat, what happened?
Well, Ricky, during a recent concert, Keith Sweat was on stage giving his unsolicited opinions on women in relationships today. He alluded to the fact that he thinks there's a rising trend of women who are entitled and aren't willing to contribute equally in relationships. Listen closely because it's a little hard to hear, but here's what he said.
You gotta bring something to the table to get something for me. I can't help it. They don't want to cook no more. I wash my own clothes. I iron my own clothes. You gotta do something for me.
If you didn't make out what he said, you got to bring something to the table to get something from me. I can't help it. They don't want to cook no more. I wash my own clothes, iron my own clothes. Got to do something for me, is what he said.
So this morning we don't know if Keith Sweat does he has a point. Are women becoming less traditional? And should women be required to cook and clean for their man? What do y'all think?
I think you need to date older women.
Yeah.
You gotta date older women. Although now my 3 daughters, we make sure that they are domesticate. They know how to cook, know how to run a household. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they seen growing up, and I think that's a valuable skill to have. I think a man appreciates a woman who will do those things. But if you're saying women just don't do it, you might just be dating women that's too young. Because older women, 40 and up, they doing it.
Yeah,
Alfreda's.
Yeah, I agree. We're real traditional in my house. Like, I don't take out the trash. I don't gas up my car. But if I don't clean, we're just going to it's going to be a real dirty house. So I'm going to clean. Yeah. And I'm going to wash. I mean, I don't cook just because I cook healthy, and my husband and my kids hate that. They want spices, so I'm not that person. But I can cook, and I will cook. Like, we're not going to starve, but it's going to be salmon and broccoli.
Right.
So I think you need to just know how to do it for yourself. If you do it for yourself, you're going to naturally do it for the person you with. If y'all move together or live together, if you're used to doing it and you was raised doing it, you're going to do it. I love being domesticated. I love cooking. I love cleaning. I hate to see something just laying around. I got OCD a little bit, but I try not to claim it. But I just like for it to be clean, and I like for things to be in order.
Yeah, I'm real. I fold, dry clothes, wash clothes, cook, or whatever. But I will Windex them damn counters, and I can't sleep if a spoon in the sink. It ain't necessarily OCD. It's just good home training.
Yeah. Right.
You know, people out here diagnosing people, talking about you OCD. They ain't never went to college to diagnose nobody. Maybe your grandmother taught you to put the chair back to the table if the chair was already at the table when you sat at the table. So if you want somebody to put the chair back at the table, that don't make them OCD. It might make you trifling.
Right, and make up the bed when you get out of the bed.
Yeah,
make
it
feel
up.
good when you come back in and the bed is made.
Right.
You know, like just
if you don't have no intention to get back on it, turn around, make the bed up right quick or whatever. Get your stuff, get your stuff together, because I just can't function in clutter. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I don't expect no woman, to do that for me, because I'll do it, but just help me. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Help me.
But that's what Keith was saying. He was saying, I need you to bring something. I need you to help me. If I'm going to do all these other things, I need you to help me. But Keith, you got to leave them 20 20 songs alone.
Because
They
they
ain't
talking about
doing
some, yeah, y'all.
They on TikTok.
No.
But he also didn't say what he was bringing to the table, so I'm just saying.
He Keith Sweat.
Okay, that's it. Just your name,
He
so I
said
had to
you
do it for
gotta
you.
bring something to the table to get something for me.
He the king of R&B. Come on now.
That sounds very transactional.
That's the sweat man.
Last forever.
So he wants to be cooked for. He want his clothes washed and ironed.
But if you with Keith Sweat, you ain't got to pay no light bill and the
Probably
cable bill.
not,
All
yeah.
the bills are
Yeah.
already paid. So like I don't. Me personally, I ain't looking for no. She got to be no lawyer, no judge. But you just a good woman. If you done made dinner reservations, if you done made reservations for us to get a massage, I don't even mind if it's coming off my credit card. But you have organized a beautiful life. Cause I don't know how to spend my own money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to go over here and set up a massage. And hey, baby, I talked to the people down at the theater. They're gonna slide you on the side. We're gonna go on the side door. I done gave them extra money, and then I done already take. And then I can go and enjoy stuff that she planned and help organize.
Thoughtful.
And just really, really thoughtful and stuff like that. That stuff matters,
That's
Brad.
the
Like
thing.
I don't need you.
I
If
know.
you can do all of that and that just make my life great.
Easier,
Hey, baby,
yeah.
I already went and got your underwear, your T-shirt already together. I got our stuff together. I know you performing in Miami. I'm gonna accompany you. I
Right.
got us some nice seats on the plane, and we're gonna go over here and eat after we land. And you go do your show. I'm gonna stay back and we relax, and then I'll be waiting for you in the bathtub. Do you want Palmolive or Joy in the tub? Whatever.
You washing dishes in the
Mr.
tub?
Bubbles.
That's why our generation clean, because we had to take a bath in dishwashing liquid and
Come on
washing
now.
powder.
Yeah.
Y'all
Come
got
on
all
now.
these.
It had your skin soft. Palmolive do.
Huh? It
Palmolive
does
have
make
your
your
skin
skin
soft.
soft. You're
Yeah.
damn right. But I still use Palmolive in the
Good bubble
bathtub
bath.
every
I
now
use
and
Joy.
then. Yeah, Joy, your ass be squeaky.
Come
You gotta
on
use
now.
a lot of lotion.
What you say?
But that damn tire washing powder, you gonna be itching when you get out.
Come on now.
But your ass clean.
Yes.
If you spend the night over your Aunt Deborah house, your grandma gonna put a little top of
The
bleach.
bleach in there.
Some Ajax.
Yes. The bleach.
You made my blood rush to my head. Now I'm
It's the
dizzy.
truth. It's the truth.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go to the balls. Good morning. Let your thoughts on that Keith Sweat. Does he have a point? Are women becoming less traditional? Should women be required to cook and clean for their man? Good morning.
I'm calling from Toledo, Ohio, and Keith Sweat needs to take his geriatric behind to the nursing home if he wants someone to keep and care for him. Women are full human beings. We have our own careers, and we don't need that type of mess. He can cook. He can clean. His hands ain't broke.
Good morning. My name is Jamelia Bowe. I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri. I am dating right now, and I would say it all depends. Am I living there, or am I living in my own home? Now, when it comes down to triggering as cooking and cleaning, if I'm there and I'm using the restroom and stuff like that, yes, clean up behind yourself, period. But if you're not coming over my house cleaning, I'm not coming over your house clean.
My name is Diane, and I'm calling from Savannah, Georgia. My mama taught me that you should never start anything you can't finish. So if you are a housewife, yes, you should cook and clean. However, if you both are working, it should be a shared responsibility. He should help out also.
Right.
Well, it depends. Now, they always say the women don't do what grandma used to do, take care of the house and cook and everything. But the men not doing what grandpa used to do. Pay all the bills, take care of the house. So, man, it depends. Why should she have to work sometimes and cook and clean all the time?
Yeah. Now, if I got a situation, Brat, Alfreda's, well, my house stay clean anyway. Like, I'm really gonna clean up. Like, I mop that damn kitchen every night. Leave me. I know y'all. They was roasting me this morning. That damn pine saw lemon with a little top of bleach in there. I sweep and mop my kitchen every night and Windex my counters and all the dishes in the sink, clean, organized.
There's something about a good smelling kitchen, but
There's something about that smell.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
felt
it make you want to get your ass up and cook breakfast, because that damn kitchen, I got that kitchen ready for anybody that want to go in there and crack an egg.
But Alfreda's one thing, if you ever go to Rickey house, don't ever sleep in that upstairs guest room.
Why?
The kind of white room, because it's so clean, you don't want to touch
were
nothing. And
brass-
I just stood up in the corner all night and slept.
Brett, you had to do a number. You had to do a number 2. You didn't want to. You didn't want to do number 2.
I just held it till we got somewhere else.
I just went out in the yard.
He got a little screen on the toilet that can't nothing go through. You can only pee in that toilet.
Yeah, I got a screen. You got to take it with you.
I went out in the yard
touch
behind the
no, I
trampoline.
can't do it.
You got what, Brett?
You got to take it with you. You don't even want to poop in the bathroom.
Oh my
You
God.
put it in a bag.
Yeah, you want to just poop in the bag. You might as well just leave because then you don't want it to smell. You don't even want to fart in his house. Nothing.
I got a poop detector.
See?
I got a poop detector. I got alarms that'll go off if you fart. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Each week we read a question from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show DM. Now, Brat, what happened?
So here's the issue, this person said. I'm 31, and my youngest brother, who's 22, lives with me and now calls himself dating a woman that's 41. This woman has 2 teenage kids, an ex-husband that she has drama with, and it's just too much. This has been going on for almost 3 months. I accidentally met her at my house a couple of weeks ago. Now, this heifer says she wants to meet our mama this weekend. Talking about she want to explain why age don't matter, and she really loves this boy that's barely older than her own son. He's 22. Problem is, our mama is old school Detroit raised, and do not hold her tongue if you bring her some BS. This meeting is not going to go well. I'm telling baby boy just to chill on this because I don't think this relationship is going to last long anyway and don't see the point of getting our mama upset. He's so caught up he don't get it. What should I tell this boy?
Well, what's wrong with the chick other than outside of the age?
Kids, the ex-husband.
That's going to be a problem.
She's got an ex-husband and
that's too much
2
going on.
teenage kids.
Yeah.
And he's 22.
That's too much going on. I got a son that's 21, and I know a woman at his job one time was flirting with him, and my wife was ready to go off because this woman was like 40-something, and she's like, he's a baby. This going to be a problem. He need to leave his mama out of this.
But sometimes y'all say the younger men need older women. I wish y'all would
Not
make
that
up
much
your
older.
mind.
Not that much older.
Not that
okay.
much older. Like Alfreda's.
How old is the young man, Alfreda's, and who Brat? How old is the young man, Brat?
22.
And how old is the woman?
41.
Okay, I mean.
That's like Malik age.
Yeah.
So if he was dating a 42-year-old woman,
it just depends on how she treat him, because when she's 52, he's 42.
It ain't gonna last that long. You know what
It
this
might
is.
not.
You know what this is, though.
But sometimes you got to sit back and let them figure that out for themselves, because once they in love and they locked in, you gonna ruin your relationship with them. You just give them advice.
But she got kids. My son 21. I wouldn't want him dating a woman that got a son 3 years younger than him. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's high and look, but it's up to the individual. Or he could date somebody his age that's bringing him down and ain't bringing no kind of help and resources and love to his life.
I think maybe if it was 5 or 6 years difference,
My
that would
husband
be
is
a
older than
little
me.
acceptable.
I mean,
But-
no, I'm older than my husband.
Yeah.
Right.
But 5 or 6 years difference, I could be okay. If he came home with a girl that was 28, I'd be like, okay, you're going to learn something from this. And, she probably got some fire. But
if she's 41
20
and she's
years
a terrible person for him or whatever, her motive, and it gets real.
And that's his big sister. And, again, you got kids who have a big sister.
Right.
That big sister going to be protective of her little brother. Because she know that this woman probably just
What did
using
she
him
come over
because he
there
got a
and
strong
big
back.
sister come home to some fried green tomatoes?
Well, but those teenage
Good old
kids,
salmon patties.
that'll be
Salmon patties. She
delicious.
sent them in the
That'll
store
change.
eating them salmon patties and them biscuits.
And she's saying her mama ain't with the games. Like, she's probably trying to save this woman because, women know their mama, and she know her mama going to snap.
But then if they do stay together, the mama going to be mad that didn't nobody tell her about this woman. So what's-
You gonna have to tell mama.
You do.
Cause somebody gonna die, a funeral gonna come up, a wedding gonna come up, or something gonna come up, and she gonna be there, in her 40s with her 2 sons, and she gonna think that's their friends.
Like, Brad, you close to your mama. How would you play that if you, let's say if you had a little brother? How would you play that with your mama? You'd be like,
I would tell her.
Yeah, you have to tell her.
You have to tell her. You can't know and not tell your mama that, because then you want your mama to be mad at you.
Right.
Now she in her 40s, and she popping up on the family prayer call every morning. And she getting up at 5 a.m. and be on that prayer call.
Now, see, you can't be mad at that now.
You can't.
If she
Because
hopping on a prayer
we
call,
really have a prayer call at 5 a.m. every single month.
be on one too.
My mama be on there too, and they be on that prayer call. And if somebody interested in being a part of the family and they showing up on that prayer call or whatever, you almost can't.
That adds a different dynamic to it.
Yeah.
But what if she ain't
may be
interested
helping your son.
But what if she ain't praying though? What if she just
listening?
But
praying
if
with
she
an E?
positive and she's a help to him, then is it a problem then?
That's a good question. Because what if he out here and he's doing better because he's with her?
Right.
Now he's doing better. He's more mature. He's more structured, and she done brought a little bit of structure and a little help to him, or whatever. It's just.
She got an ex-husband she got drama with. He don't need to be a part of that.
But
He
maybe-
don't need to be pulled into that.
But maybe she been through it with the ex-husband to know what she doesn't want.
And that ex-husband probably tripping because she dating a young dude the age of his son.
His opinion don't matter no more. He's
Yeah,
ex.
but if he's still involved in her life and he being dramatic, he might want to bring some problems.
He
with
being
his
dramatic
boy.
because the young dude killing him.
But the young dude is an adult and makes his own decisions.
Barely.
No
22
matter what.
is barely an adult.
21, you're an adult. No matter what your mother says, sir.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah, but we got to talk about this more because man,
The young boy just turned out.
Huh?
The young boy just turned out.
Oh, he got her turned
Yeah,
out.
she putting that whippersnap on him.
she
Of
putting that whip
course.
on.
Of course.
Especially if he plays shortstop in baseball.
Oh yeah, he got a strong lower body strength.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, you got the front page right here. Frida's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, June 17th. Here's what's going on in the news. Israeli airstrikes hit Iranian state TV live on air. During a broadcast, an anchor jumped from her desk as smoke and debris rushed into the studio. The screen went black mid-show.
فضای غبارآلوده استدیو
Iran is back on the air now, insisting they will not be silenced by the attack. In other news, for the first time in 116 years, the NAACP is pressing pause on the sitting president's invite. They say Trump's attacks on civil rights, education, and democracy are too dangerous, and that giving him a platform would be, quote, a waste of our time. But while Trump can't dial into the NAACP, his hustle stays on speed dial. His family just launched Trump Mobile, a $500 phone with a $47 a month plan. Critics are calling it a walking ethics violation. Y'all, this next story is giving Jurassic Park vibes, but it's not a movie. It's really happening in Maui. Conservationists are using drones to drop lab-grown mosquitoes into the forest to save an endangered bird. Now, these male mosquitoes carry a bacteria that makes wild females' eggs infertile, basically mosquito birth control. The goal is to stop aviation malaria and save the birds, but it's kind of like high-tech bug warfare, but bugs from a lab? That's kind of weird. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
He can get hot. Williams has been hot all night, falling away. Got it! 40 points for Jalen Williams.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm sorry.
The sports genius voice has left the building. Off the court,
All
off
the
the
damn
field.
holiday, man.
Ah, do it now.
Trying to be funny, Brat?
We in the NBA Finals. You ain't got no voice. You can't even report the sports.
Can't even report it right, man. Can't even get hype with it, doggone it. So
You think you got a cold? What you taking for it?
Nah, man, my voice, man, you know this happens like once a year. Every time the
Yeah,
seasons
but
change.
where you at? Where you hollering?
My son been playing baseball like for the last 2 weeks.
And you hollering through the fence.
Hey, man, we be getting hype.
I
man.
see.
Yes, indeed.
Damn.
Yeah, man. But we gonna keep it moving. Ladies,
Yeah.
you like that? Do I need to sound like this for real?
Yeah, sound like that's the best you could do.
That's the best I can
Drinking
do.
razor blade juice.
Hey, as I said, man, Oklahoma City Thunder, they finna win this series in Game 6. It's over. It's done. I'm going to leave it at that. No need to get too hype because I can't get hype anyway, doggone
You
it.
should have just called in sick like Blat's on it.
Right?
I want your ass on the radio sounding like you sound like you ain't brush your teeth on the air.
He sounds like RFK Jr.
Don't make me laugh, dog.
Teaspoon, like you had a teaspoon of sand for you open the mic up.
Right. You don't sound like everybody auntie that smokes Benson the Hedges.
camels.
You don't get your ass out these folks' radio.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's about that time for the hot spot. Brat.
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the one thing Reginae Carter is going to do is defend her daddy, Lil Wayne, okay? As many of you may know, Lil Wayne recently released the Carter 6 album, and it has received a little bit of criticism, but she went off during a recent live stream after somebody was all up in her comments, sharing their thoughts about her dad's new album. Reginae made it very clear that she is not here for the disrespect towards her dad, and here's what she had to say.
You say Carter 6 is trash. That's fine. That's what you want to say. But let me tell you something about my father and Carter 6. This is what I hate about you kids. The fact that y'all can get on TikTok and do a f***ing dance to it, that don't mean that it's trash, babe. My dad was talking real shit. It's universal, my love. Y'all need to take y'all minds out of the TikTok world and get to the real bag. Whereas my dad is a lyricist, babe. My dad really talks. So if you can't understand it, please move silent like the GM lasagna and get the f*** out of here. Thanks.
Oh, wow.
She ain't saying nothing wrong.
Okay. I would defend my dad, too.
Yeah.
So what the kids were saying about that?
I don't even know. I'm sure something negative. Ain't no telling. I don't know.
But Wayne is a real lyricist, like she said. He's a real lyricist. He's a genius.
Yes.
With that wordplay and telling them
is.
stories. Man,
So, yeah.
forget anybody who
People
ain't.
gonna always have something to say. You can't never please everybody.
I don't like nobody under 25.
Listen. Okay.
Other than Taylor. Taylor's the only person we like under 25.
Embryo Taylor! Well, y'all, Wiz Khalifa recently revealed that he smokes 30 to 40 blunts a day.
No way.
30 to 40 blunts a day. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I bet your lungs look like some chili peppers.
Okay, he said it's just a lifestyle, but stresses he stays on top of responsibilities by sticking to a strict gym and workout routine. Wiz said during a live stream that even though he's up super duper early juggling 2 kids and 3 dogs, his marijuana consumption doesn't slow him down. In fact, he credits his daily workouts for helping him balance the habit. He even previously admitted to going to his kid, parent, teacher meetings high.
I hope
Yeah. If you've been doing it for so many years, for so long, it's like your body is used to it. It's like coffee. It's like when you drink coffee, you know, in the beginning you might not be used to the caffeine and it may jolt you and wake you up and everything. But after some years you've been drinking that coffee, it just tastes good to you. It don't do nothing to your body no more because you got that high tolerance.
High tolerance.
And then when you don't get it, you might get a caffeine headache. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing. It probably don't affect him anymore at all. He's got dispensaries. He's in that business as well. So, you know, it's nothing to him. But 30 to 40, that is a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
A whole
now,
lot.
Back in the day, I probably could say I might have smoked about 10 or 15 myself during
A
the day.
day?
Yeah, back in the day, you just rolling them all day. And we were smoking them harsh Philly blunts. That's all they used to have. Now they got a different varieties where.
But since you found Jesus.
But since I found God. Glory.
That doesn't like a Boko shot. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
That's all.
Now I only smoke one a day.